Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode of Spiritual Juiced. I'm your host, Yvette. It's the end of 2024. We're just weeks away. And what are you leaving behind? What do you plan to leave behind in 2024? Well, before we get started, take time to follow. And if something here resonates with your heart, please leave us a comment. Oh, let me know something that really resonated with you. This episode is about me as well, just as much as it is about everyone else. It's about leaving certain things behind, and I've left a lot behind on my spiritual journey. A lot of things have fallen off. A lot of people have fallen off, including people that I didn't know I needed to leave behind. A lot, certain places that I had no intentions of leaving behind. But we are at the end of the year 2024, and there was so much hype around this year. In numerology, it adds up to the number 8, the year of abundance, the year of karma, the year of transformation. 8 is such a magical, mystical, spiritual number, the number of infinity. And I remember waking up in January 1st, 2024, thinking, wow, this is going to be the year. This year, I'm super excited. I'm conscious. I'm ready. I was expecting things to hit me in a new and unexpected and sudden kind of way. It was as if I was a child in a sense, and you wake up on Christmas morning and you're expecting all these presents and all of this joy, and you can't wait. And it didn't exactly happen like that. And I'm sure that it put things in motion, things just starting to understand because we're spiritual beings. It's not always going to show up in the physical right away. I haven't seen what I was expecting, but I'm sure I will because it's not over yet, right? We still have about 5 weeks before the end of this year. So we're almost at the end. And this episode, I will share with, I'm going to be completely transparent because I mean, I always am transparent, okay? But it's kind of personal to me because I felt called to talk about something, and it's about what we're leaving behind. Because the new year, the new you, there's new things happening in this cycle. A lot of us have closed out cycles, which is very real. And congratulations to many of you. When we talk about closing out cycles successfully, and many of us didn't even know we were in a cycle, but we've been in this arduous cycle. And what I'm learning on the journey is that things don't end like the clock strikes 12. It's a gradual thing, just like the moon cycles where you get, the new moon and then the full moon and everything in between. It's a gradual ascension, or a gradual ending in this case. As this cycle closes, we can't take everything with us, especially people, but also certain places and things that do not serve your highest good, because we have to start this new beginning. I'm grateful. I'm here for it. I'm ready to begin. I'm ready for this new beginning. And I've been ready for it for quite a while. As spiritual beings having a human experience, we're constantly evolving as long as we stay on our path of ascension, and will inevitably receive more upgrades and reach higher frequencies. I am going to talk to you about something that I knew was coming. If it's not for your highest good, and we are always manifesting the things that we need most in our lives, the universe will find a way to make that thing that's in the way of you receiving what's for you, it will remove it. And it might be a little bit uncomfortable. It might be sudden. In my case, I knew it was coming, but I thought I can kind of just like do it gradually. I thought, let's be adults about this. Let's do it in a conscious way and an easy way. I don't like confrontation. I thought I could just slip away, but the universe had other plans for me. Let me tell you. I will share with you that I have had a so-called friend that I have known over the past several years. We were good friends, but as I started to ascend, as I started to grow in my spiritual evolution, as I started to make lots of changes in my life, this person was not growing. They were not called to be on this journey, at least not yet. And they were kind of watching, but I could feel energetically that they were not one of my fans about this. I felt there was some fullness, maybe jealousy, lots of chatter behind my back, watching me like a hawk. I could feel them watching my entire journey as it unfolded, especially with me putting out everything on my social media and sharing my experiences with others so that they could be supported on their journey, my healing, but also my role in helping others. And this person would never mention anything wonderful about me, but I could tell that they were watching me like a hawk. And I'll tell you from personal experience that one thing you can say about haters is that no one's watching you harder than your haters. Just know this because they're never mentioning anything about you, anything you said, anything you're doing, anything relevant to what's happening with you. They don't want to give you any positive reinforcement about what you're doing, even though they secretly admire you. They secretly are working to be like you, but they resent you because you had a different sort of relationship and you can no longer play that role. They stood to gain a lot from the past. They were benefiting from you being the old you. They feel like they can no longer benefit when you put up boundaries, when you're out there doing things that maybe they want to do, but maybe they can't do. And they resent you for that. Maybe because what you're doing or the healing is very real and irritates their demons because you are doing things they don't have the courage to do. And I'm saying this with love, but I'm being completely honest. And I knew that it was just a matter of time that this person was needed to stay behind because I knew that they could not go where I am going, and also that energetically we were not aligned. I wanted to say dead weight, but this energy wasn't serving my highest good. This person wasn't really a friend because I had grown. They weren't happy for me, but maybe because it was familiar. This person was always making themselves available to be helpful because maybe they really kind of wanted you around. Um, I would say that I'm going to go on further with the story because what I do know is that this person is 100% is a energy vampire. And there's a couple of other adjectives that I could use to describe them, but this is all about love. This is all about spirituality and it's growing and there's no anger. I'm really grateful. I'm grateful to move on and I had been wanting to, but I didn't know how. So, how did it happen? I knew for a while, I've known for a couple of years that this person is not the kind of person that could continue to be my friend. The type of people that I enjoy being around, where it's a give and take friendship, and energetically you're supporting and wanting the best for each other, not secretly hating or secretly waiting for you to fail or secretly anything. Because now that we are evolving, we're a lot more discerning and it's all about energy. And we can pick up, in my case, I could pick up that this person was not a fan. I could pick up that they were watching me like a hawk, but never really wanted me to step out into my own and to aspire to be more, to be happy and evolve. This person was kind of like gnawing at me all the time, poking at me, because I think they were trying to trigger me to get some sort of response, but it wasn't working. Whereas maybe in the past, the old me would have definitely worked, but with this new energy, this new healing, it wasn't working. So it was kind of irritating for them as well because I was pretty good at putting up my boundaries and being aware, but not confrontational. And I will say that it was really annoying. I was looking forward to the day where I could move on. So you might say, well, why didn't you just move on? Isn't it simple? Just say no. Well, a couple of things, a couple of small things, kind of making it a little bit difficult for me. Now, I'm in this sort of in between stage where I am preparing my life for the next level of my journey. And a couple of my, let's say, three suitcases and a few boxes are in her garage. and she offered to allow me to store my things in her garage. I didn't really like the idea, but I didn't have a better solution at the time. So I went with what was familiar, but also what was easy, but I knew it was temporary. I suppose I just thought, okay, well, I'll leave my things here. This will be the last time. After that, I just won't make myself as available, and I will never allow my things or anything else to be around her. And that will be the disconnect. So, as I said, I didn't quite know how to do it, but you know what happens is the universe has plans. The universe has plans that says, hey, we have got to go because I really want to give you this upgrade. I really want to reward you so that you can get to the next level. So we've got to get rid of this other thing. And if you don't do it, we're going to do it for you. Now, I'm laughing because this is exactly what happened. All the work that we've done, in my case, all the work that I've done and all the things that I'm manifesting, the universe will not let you wait a moment longer than necessary to receive this beautiful, amazing, hard won manifestation. So it will destroy, it will move things out of the way, move heaven and earth so that you can get your next level. Do you know that tower in tarot? There's a card called the Tower. So it was a tower moment because I knew it was coming, but I didn't know it was going to happen this way. It happened really swiftly. It was really hard, ugly, disastrous. It ended where I could not unsee it and undo it. I could not look back. It was a complete and final severing because there's no way she could come back and say, let's just make up and be friends again. No, I certainly don't want that. It was what I needed, and the universe made it happen, and it happened within a day. I got all my stuff out, but I'm not looking back. It feels like taking a load off my shoulder, even energetically. I got this off my shoulders, and I can move forward with a lot more ease, a lot more lightness, and it's done. I'm grateful. I'm happy. It needed to be done. It was a karmic friendship. This person is not a soulmate. This friendship was meant to teach me a lesson, but the universe said, we got to end this right now because we've been giving you time, but you can't seem to pull the trigger. Here we are. That's what I'm leaving behind in 2024. And I'm grateful because this person was not respecting my boundaries. They were not respecting me. They were not acting in a conscious, loving, high vibrational way. They were not acting in a way that I honor and I respect in terms of the kinds of people I choose to have around me. And their actions, they would do things like this. Let me give you an example. They were always screaming and hollering. Like you could be talking to them, but they'd be screaming at you or screaming across the room or in the next room, even. Curse like a sailor, cursing unnecessarily. We all curse every now and then. It's part of the culture, but to curse just for the sake of cursing is crazy and it's low vibrational. And I didn't appreciate it. We're all grown-ups. We know how to use words. Was not cool and didn't just do this with me, but with a lot of people, thinking that it's okay. We should have graduated from all of that stuff when we became adults. That was no longer acceptable. And I've had a couple of talks, and this person thought it was okay. Gaslighted a lot as well. So that's another, so a lot of stuff. I just feel like 10 pounds lighter, and I'm grateful. This was toxic and it was stale. It was past the due date. And this is the main thing that I can think of right now that was like a blessing in disguise. I could leave this behind in 2024 so that I can move forward into 2025 with more ease and more gratitude, just a lot lighter. Anything that's not serving me will stay behind. I will spring into 2025 with so much more appreciation and lighter, looking forward to all the gifts and all the abundance that the universe has in store for me because I have been obedient, I have listened, I have understood the assignment. So tell me, what are you planning on leaving behind in 2024? It could be small or big. We have to acknowledge that everything cannot go where we have to go to the next level. As long as you're aware that this cannot go, then you can do it for yourself. But if not, the universe is going to show you what you need to let go of so that you can move forward. Even if it's difficult, the universe will make it so that you cannot go back and you will know that it's for your highest good. Let me know how you feel about that. If there's something you're planning on leaving behind, something that doesn't serve you, make a note of it. Leave it in the comment. Let me know what that is. Remembering and understanding that letting go of things that no longer serve you is not selfish. It's an act of self love. It's about saying no so that you can say yes to all that does not serve your highest good. Thank you for listening to another episode of Spiritual Juice. I so appreciate every one of you. Don't forget to follow so that you don't miss an episode. I'm sending you a virtual hug, and I'll see you on the next episode.